those are the ones that should be supported. You know, the ones that are out there every week, man.
Yeah, and I think we relate to those bands a little bit better because we have a very similar struggle at what we're doing here because of the similar nature of the mediums there.
No, I agree with you on that too. And how much of an honor is it, dude, when another host of a show asks you to be a guest or do a liner or pays you to do a phone or a liner or something cool like that, you know? I've never been paid to do anything with this in 4 years, never anything.
Well, I can send you some empty cans of beer. Is that good enough pay?
Hell yeah, man! I'll pick them up.
All right, I'll drink 6 or 7 tonight. Expect the check in or the aluminum in the mail.
Oh, thank you. I'm surprised you said aluminum without stuttering at all, man. You just rolled right through that.
Oh, well, Shady's really good at these weird words and putting cool phrases together. I wanted to put a show together called Shady's Superfly Sexy Show, but John wouldn't let me.
Come on, John, let him do it. Superfly Sexy Show, man.
Yeah, but then we already have enough of this show. I can do 3 hours a week. Now I got to do another hour with him? Well, you don't have to do it. I can do it myself. In fact, people probably think my voice is more sexy than yours. What do you think, Kevin?
I mean, I'm on the fence with this, man. You guys are both damn sexy. I don't know, man. I mean, when you...
Yeah, but I got the deep voice. John don't have the deep voice. He's kind of got that nasally Canadian-American voice over there.
Yeah, but John's got that radio voice where you've got that raspiness to it. I want to hear you both say the word schmeckle, and then I'll decide.
Shady, you want to go first? Why don't you go first? I don't know. You go first. Fine. You're a schmeckle. Really? I think you're a schmeckle. Whoa, see, I can't even do it. I think you're a schmeckle.
Oh, you choked on schmeckle, dude.
Sometimes it gets a little deep, you know? I knew a girl that would choke on schmeckle, but we shouldn't talk about that on this radio show.
Save it for the smooth, sexy schmeckle show. Now we're off the rails.
That's all right. So what else? Tell more people about your show. Like, what else have you been talking about on the show lately? Is there anything that's like hitting a hot topic, like the Me Too movement or something? Is there something really hitting you as personally?
No, nothing like that really is affecting me personally. I mean, I've been accused of Holly Weinsteining people before, but that's pretty much it as far as the Me Too thing goes.
He's going to get off, I think. I don't think he's going to. Have you been watching it? I think there's some holes in the case, and he might get off.
He's going to get off because of holes?
He poked a little hole, and he wasn't supposed to.
Dude, I was really proud last night. We had it's always funny, and everybody's joking around all the time, you know, but we had a very serious phone call last night from a guy with spina bifida, and it's Spina Bifida Awareness Month. It's not just Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and adults with spina bifida don't really get as much, attention as, babies in the womb that might be able to be fixed a little bit before they're born with it. So you have all these adults out there who were born in the 70s and 80s that have spina bifida, and they've been living with it for years and years. And this particular gentleman, Paul Miller, called into the show. He's one of our original fans. He's been listening to us for years and years now. And, we had him on so we could just talk a little bit about the way that he's been an advocate for adults with spina bifida. He threw out a couple of links and different ways that you can be aware and support it and stuff like that. And it was a very proud moment to be able to use my platform to get a message like that out. It's not always about dick and fart jokes,
Right. In fact, I'm quite ignorant on spina bifida. What is that?
It's a tubular condition that you're developing it in the womb, where part of your spine, the tube that goes around your spine, and I'm no doctor, okay, but it doesn't completely close around it.
Dr. Feel Good. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'll get you some weed, though. But I'm just kidding. But yeah, so I guess part of your spinal cord is not protected. Sometimes there's a bulging, sac that comes out of it or whatever it might be, and it creates a condition in its worst case scenario where you might be paralyzed. You might lose feeling in your legs and feet, things like that. You might have it's a spinal cord condition, basically, that you're born with.
Well, I appreciate you enlightening me, because I felt really ignorant when you were saying that, and I'm like, I looked at Shady, and he's like giving me the shoulders, like, I don't know. So I was like, okay, I had to ask. We learned something here. If there's one thing that happens on the John LeBang Show, we learn at least one new thing every week.
Yeah, you know what's funny, though, is last night on the show, I actually wrote down for my friend Pat. Pat wants to do spoon boofia. Like, spoon boofia? What the hell is that, dude? It's a serious conversation we're about to have, is spoon boofia. Anyway, I think he was just trying to talk sexy to me, but, you know, that's what happens when you're as famous as me, bro, you know?
Is a spoon of boofia, is that like when you're spooning your girl and she gives you the boofia?
No, it's when Pat wants to spoon a dude and boof him. Hey, man.
I think. Listen here. This is going in a direction that I don't want to be. I don't want to be a part of this. So I might leave right now if you guys keep talking about spooning the boofia.
I'm sorry, Shady.
He's old. He's old. He doesn't get the new, the newfangled language, and he doesn't like some of these new things. He hasn't gotten over guys wearing dresses yet, and that's all over now.
Yeah, I'm wearing a dress right now.
Is it a blue one?
I may have been wearing a blue one, and it's got a stain on it now, but I took it off, and now I'm just in them skivvies that you were talking about earlier.
I dated a girl named Monica once. She had a blue dress with a stain, too. I asked her where she got it. She said she was on the presidential staff.
Oh, man. I wouldn't blame her for that. I mean, if I was 22 years old in the Oval Office, and, the president was like, hey, I'd be like, I'd be cool with that.
Yeah, the current president. Hang on a minute. Stormy, come here. Hang on. Let me tweet about it. Hey, everyone. Big D here. Stormy's doing the wild thing with me. Hashtag huge.
Huge. I don't know if I could land a chick like Stormy Daniels, though. Although,
hey, if you have enough money, you can pay him for anything.
This is true. Yeah. Which I don't, so probably couldn't land her. But,
you have a girlfriend, though, or a wife? Wife, right?
I am engaged.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. I got a couple of kids with an ex-wife. I'm divorced, and, doing my thing. Yeah, it's all good.
When's the big day?
So how about the Cubs, man? Big Cubs fan.
I'm a hockey guy, and since the Red Wings suck so bad these days, you got Tampa down there. At least you got the Lightning doing something. Our team sucks, man.
I am a very, very proud uncle. My niece has been a Lightning girl for 3 seasons, a cheerleader for the Lightning.
Really?
So, yeah, check this out. She tried out to be a cheerleader for a football team, and she broke camp, and then she got hired, so she moved to Lauderdale, and she's now a Miami Dolphins cheerleader.
That's awesome. Great job.
I'm really proud. Yeah, she's really, really good, man. It's cool. So she's more famous than me now, which is weird because I'm not really famous at all. But, yeah, we have a famous person.
Definitely not going to be famous being on the John LeBang Show. This might bring your credibility down a few notches.
You can't go any more backwards from zero, okay?
Oh, there's the negative zone. Trust me.
No, man, this is the bump that I needed, man. What are you talking about? It'd be great. Man, I want to come up there to Detroit. Is that how you say it? Detroit?
Detroit. Depends on what part of town you're in. If you're in the suburbs like I am, it's Detroit. If you're in the city, it's more like Detroit. Come on down to Detroit. We got some crazy shit going on here. You won't believe it. Shoot, you go down to 7 Mile. My sister be working on the corner. It's only $20 if you need it. She take care of you. Now, if you want some of that good burning wood, there be houses just 2 blocks over there, always on fire, babies.
It's not even Halloween. Dude, that's funny because I was in Miami working a couple of years ago, and we were doing a sign job of all things. We were putting up the signs for the Northdale Police Department in Miami-Dade. It was what is that town that they burned down in the riots back in the late 70s, early 80s? It was part of Grand Theft Auto, the video game.
Compton? Compton?
Not Compton. Very similar.
Watts?
Anyway, I was there, and the contractors were like, "Don't go outside of the green zone." They call it the green zone because of the green fence that goes around the job site, you know. And I had to poop so bad, man, and it was so hot. So we were the only people there working besides a couple of landscapers, right? And I told my project manager, I'm like, "Look, dude, there's a Checkers across the street. It's like 10 a.m. They just opened. There's nobody around outside the green zone. I'm going in. I'm going to get us a couple of big sodas, and I'm going to poop in their bathroom in the air conditioning, and I'll be right back." And he's like, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "Dude, I got this." So I go straight to the bathroom, and I poop, right? I wash up. I go, and I get in line. I'm the first customer. And I'm like, "I would just like 2 large sodas, please." And the lady's like, "Okay." You know, and then, you know, at Checkers, like, you go to the next window, which is like a side step, and then you're at the receiving window, you know?
Right.
So I'm standing in front of the receiving window at this Checkers, about to get handed my beautiful giant, like, 40-ounce sodas, and I feel this presence behind me. And I'm telling you, John LeBang, he must have been from Detroit. He's like, "Hey, man." And I'm like, "What?" And I look behind me, and this dude's shorter than Kevin Hart, right? And I look down at him, and he goes, "Hey, man." What? I go, "What? What?" And he goes, "I ain't going to stab you or nothing. I just need a couple dollars so I can get back on that bus so I can go see my children." Who greets somebody with, "I ain't going to stab you or nothing"?
You must have been from Detroit.
That's what I'm saying, man. So I didn't have any cash. I made like $12 an hour at that job. It was so long ago, dude. You know, I was a little kid. I was like, I don't know. Anyway, so I was like, "I just have this debit card. Please don't stab me over it." Oh, man. It's rough out there, man.
So, Mr. Kevin Holly, why don't you give everybody, before you get on out of here, all your information, like your social media, website, all that, so they can check you out online, throw in any stations you want in that mix, and then we'll let you have a last word.
Well, thank you, John. Yeah, it's very simple. Everything is at kevinhollyshow.com. No, just kevinhollyshow.com. Also, Facebook / The Kevin Holly Show. We're on Twitter at Kevin Holly Show 4, and it's all HOLLY. We are on the IRN, and we are live every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we'd love to have you listen and call on the show. The phone numbers are constantly changing, but they're on the all the sites before every show, so there's always a number to call if you want to interact with us and hit us up in the chat room and all that good stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. My social is meat tagged under my bicep on my right arm in case I die in a war, so that my family can identify me. If you need my social, it's right there. It's a meat tag. It was an honor and a pleasure, as I sound like Ryan Hoppy for a second there. Bro, it was an honor. It was an honor, bro. No, seriously, man, I really appreciate all the love and support that you have given us over the last, I don't know how long. And, yeah, being on your show.
What, 3 days, maybe?
Great, man. Yeah. I'm going to tattoo a T, a J, a B, and an S on my schmeckle, and when I become erect, it's going to say, "Welcome to the John LeBang Show." I love you, man. Thank you so much for having me on, man. It was my pleasure, for sure, dude.
Thanks, Kevin. We'll talk to you soon, all right? And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We've run the clock dry again. I'd like to thank our guest, Kevin Holly, from The Kevin Holly Show. If you missed part of the interview, feel free to go to our website, www.jlebang.com. It'll be right there, available all week for you to click on and listen to. I want to thank all of our affiliate stations, including our 3 new affiliates. And, of course, thank you, my listeners, for joining me each and every week, giving me the support we truly need here in the John LeBang Show. And until the vibrations of my vocal cords reach your ears again, I'm John LeBang. signing off from the Banger Studios.
1.